So Ken Carson has been on the rise since dropping A Great Chaos last October, and it's safe to say that ever since Ken dropped A Great Chaos, that completely changed his whole career, escaping the underground. And with Lone and Carti not dropping their albums, it seems like Ken is really carrying the opium hype, just dropping his A Great Chaos Deluxe earlier this month, and is now teasing his next album, More Chaos, supposed to drop this Halloween. Anyways, let's take a look at everything that we know about Ken Carson's More Chaos album and what we as fans can actually expect. And now More Chaos was actually teased right after A Great Chaos drop, with Ken Carson dropping a tweet saying more and then constantly teasing it on his Instagram story. Everyone thought that More Chaos was gonna be the deluxe to A Great Chaos. I was like, definitely not, bro, because hey man, this man Ken has gotta capitalize on the hype and drop another A Great Chaos type album, because of how much the original A Great Chaos album literally transformed this man's Ken's career. And that was until Ken Carson actually dropped the official A Great Chaos Deluxe earlier this month, definitely being another huge success for Ken, as it sold like fucking 27,000 sales, which is absolutely insane. And that's better than a lot of like mainstream artists. And like, for example, man, he's sold more than Ski Mask, and I'm not saying like, you know, this is bad, because obviously I fucking love Ski Mask, but it just goes to show how fast this man Ken is actually growing, man. And the deluxe was 7 songs, so hey, almost 30k for 7 songs is absolutely mainstream numbers. And the deluxe was also like, you know, pretty fire as well. Many people didn't fuck with the album at first. I personally like, you know, loved it, man. Most underrated song on the freaking deluxe was actually called More Chaos, man. Yes, how ironic. It really gave me Project X and X vibes for some reason. And Mewtwo was another song that had absolute hit potential, and Sydney Sweeney has also been going absolutely crazy. And yo, that beat switch definitely grew on a lot of people, especially how after a lot of people were on low 88's meat for fucking adding that beat switch, bro. But shortly after, during Ken's Chaos tour, he actually would be asked by so many fans, yo Ken, when's More Chaos dropping? Because after the deluxe dropped, he would tease that More Chaos is a whole nother album, and Ken would basically say is dropping on Halloween. And so like A Great Chaos, he's gonna drop another spooky season type album. I mean, I could see why he's like, you know, doing that. This man Ken literally just had a freaking interview, and bro was saying that in the background of his studio sessions, he plays horror movies to set the vibe. I don't think I've ever heard anything like this, but hey man, Ken, you do you, bro. And now not much is honestly known about the album, and he actually did preview this one snippet a few weeks ago where this man did use his new voice but his old flow. That shit sounds absolutely beautiful, damn near made me shed a freaking tear. And maybe he might bring back the old Project X vibes on this album, just to bring back the nostalgia back for some fans. But after hearing how much of an absolute masterpiece A Great Chaos was, I'm super curious and to see how he actually is gonna top A Great Chaos with More Chaos. If he puts grills that fans want on the album, maybe, or if he has a carti feature, which I doubt that is the case, it's definitely not going to be easy to top probably the best opium album to ever drop. And we also got to see some girls on this project, like for example Free Young Thug, which actually was on the original, I believe, Lost Files 4, which like dropped like last year, I think. And that song was played at many Ken Carson shows, so maybe it would end up on More Chaos, because yo, again, this song Free Young Thug was supposed to end up on the original A Great Chaos tracklist, and same with the song Drugs Talking. Y'all know this song Drugs Talking is my absolute grill. I know it did leak, but that shit's gotta drop, no fucking kissy, bro. And speaking of Ken's tours, it's absolutely insane right now. The merch is sick, the shows are sick, Ken's doing some crazy shit every show. And his last show, this man threw a freaking Blincy boot in the crowd, and everyone went absolutely wild over it. If you guys are going to these shows, please stay safe and in the crowd, and if you guys are scared, you should stay the fuck home. Also, if you see Ken, because he actually does pop up after the show and meets fans, if you see Ken, don't fumble like this guy. How do you fumble the fucking easy YVL handshake, bro? Come on now. Anyways, I just dropped this video on Ken's tour. Check it out, man. Love y'all. Thank y'all for fucking watching, man. Peace, y'all. YVL shit. Bye. I got big dreams, wanna ride these shows. I can't trust nobody, they be fucking pose.